domestic products. Hence, districts without fire station should be provided with at least one fire station. The staff strength of the service is 17,690. This comprised 70,514 uniformed personnel and 176 civilian employees. The fireman-firewoman to citizen ratio is 7,508, which is below the international standard of 1:800. The gap of vacancies in the service is, in terms of personnel, is over 20,000. A significant number of fire stations are therefore understaffed, with some as low as 20 personnel instead of the minimum standard of 120 personnel. More personnel are required to adequately run the fire stations and to enable the commissioning of new fire stations for appropriate fire cover. Honorable Minister, I am very happy to indicate that morale is very high in the service with the improved conditions of service. Both serving and retired officers are well remunerated. A total of 3,487 personnel comprising 3,131 junior officers and 356 senior officers were promoted in 2024. This year, 2025, a total of 478 senior officers from the rank of Assistant Divisional Officer Grade 1 to Assistant Chief Officer 1 will be invited for the promotion interview. A total of 1,790 junior officers from the rank of fireman to firewoman to Station Officer 2, Group Officer 2, are due for promotion and will be invited for the promotion examination in 2025. Also, a total of 269 junior officers will be invited for the cadet selection in 2025. Stage Officer 1, Group Officer 1 are 224, first degree and above. Certificate holders, 45. Honorable Minister, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, the service recognizes the role of personnel training and retraining in achieving its mandate. To this end, the service, through the assistance and support of government and Ministry of the Interior, commissioned 2 more fire academy and training schools at Wungu in the Northeast region and at Dua and Kota in the Ahafo region. In the Fire Service College at Akodum, Chebi in the Eastern region, for the theoretical and practical training of firefighters in the country and other officials in the sub-region. Additionally, a mechanical workshop and the driver training school are being built at Tema Intosa area to train drivers in the service and other institutions in Ghana. Hopefully, by the middle of the year, 2025, the service shall have 5 training facilities at Jamestown, Akwadum, Tema Intosa area, Dua and Kota, and Wungu for the regular training of personnel, recruits, and cadets. A total of 109 fire appliances are in commission and 48 appliances with various faults, like the starter, engines, gears, steering port, air leakage, etc., are being worked on by the service central and regional mechanic workshops personnel. The challenge is that most of the appliances are aging, 9 to 10 years. The maintenance cost is very high. The service main weapon is water from the hydrants, rivers, boreholes, reservoirs, and dams. Currently, there are 2,169 fire hydrants in the country. Out of this number, 944 fire hydrants are serviceable, and 1,225 are not serviceable. Either they are sealed up, damaged, etc. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, the Ghana National Fire Service has positioned itself in a way that will see to the realization of its mandate of saving lives and property from the ravages of fire. The months of December, January, and February are the periods fire breaks are observed to be a bit high due to the Christmas and New Year festivities, the traditional performance of fire and yam festivals, the burning of bush by cattle rearers to get fresh grass for their heads, and the harmattan wind that aids the dryness of combustibles and easy spread of fire. As part of the strategies to minimize or reduce fire breaks, the 2024 National Bushfire Prevention Campaign was successfully launched on the 15th November 2024 at the Ghana National Fire Service Headquarters under the theme, Effective Bushfires Prevention, Stakeholders' Role in Ensuring a Greener Tomorrow, to further intensify our fire safety education. The annual Fire Safety Week celebration for the 2025 will also be organized across the country from Sunday, 23rd February 2025 to Friday, 28th February 2025, to further intensify the fire safety awareness campaign through fire safety education in churches, mosques, at lorry parks, institutions, etc. Media engagement, float, walk, task force inspection of selected premises such as malls, garages, restaurants, hotels, pubs, warehouses, etc. The theme is fire safety, a key to national development and foundation for our safety and security. The launch of the annual Fire Safety Week celebration has been scheduled for Monday, 24 February 2025 at 12:00 hours at the Ghana National Fire Service Headquarters. The continued intensification of fire safety education nationwide in the schools, churches, mosques, markets, homes, and the regular fire audits and patrols conducted in organizations and markets is indeed yielding fruitful results, with the reflection of decrease in fire breaks and more organizations applying voluntarily for fire safety certificates to ensure that their premises are safe for both employees and clients. I must admit, though, that there is a lot of room for improvement. As part of the mandate of Ghana National Fire Service, personnel also respond to road traffic accidents and perform rescue duties to save victims from drowning in rivers and dams, victims who have fallen into wells and manholes, victims of bees invasion at homes, churches, mosques, schools, and markets. In 2023, a total of 188 rescue duties were undertaken, with 130 people injured and 42 deaths, as against 162 rescue duties conducted in 2024, resulting in 96 people injured and 34 deaths. The service responded to 594 road traffic accidents, with 2,839 people injured and 274 deaths in 2023, as against 579 road traffic accidents in 2024, with 2,394 people injured and 280 deaths. It is heartwarming to know that the hard work of management officers and men and women of the service in terms of firefighting and fire prevention is ensuring a relatively safe environment for our countrymen to live in. Our contribution in preserving lives during other life-threatening situations, such as road traffic collisions and other rescue operations, cannot be downplayed. Also, a television station dubbed Fire Service Television has been acquired to help in the 24-hour broadcast of safety messages to the public. This is hoped to inculcate fire prevention behavior in the public. Honorable Minister, the current Fire Service Administration regards the welfare needs of personnel as very paramount. In view of that, management has put in place a number of measures to ensure personnel comfort and effective performance, including a mobile counseling unit to attend to the personal and work-related concerns of personnel. With the advent of technology and the resultant hazardous materials which are usually encountered in firefighting and other operational activities, firemen, firewomen are required to undergo regular and timely detoxification and other medical checkups to help improve their health status. It is important to know that most incident responders have contracted a lot of diseases as a result of toxic inhalation due to the conditions under which they work and also for lack of regular checkups. It is against this background that we need to have a dedicated hospital for officers and men of the Ghana National Fire Service. The service is making frantic efforts to have a fire clinic in each region and construct a trauma health facility and a trauma hospital at Tema and Upper West region respectively to cater for the health needs of personnel of the service. The service will heavily count on the assistance of the good office of the Honourable Minister in the realization of these goals. To ensure effective discipline among personnel and intelligence gathering of information, management has revived the fire police unit and also established an intelligence unit which have been replicated in all the regions. The service has also put up a draft proposal on peacekeeping operations by professional firefighters to be submitted to the Fire Service Council for study and onward submission to the Ministry of the Interior for further action. In the past years, Ghanaian firefighters have been of immense support to revive the Republic of Liberia National Fire and Rescue Service. Honourable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, the service is indeed very grateful to the government for its continued support to ensure a very vibrant fire service. We are indeed most grateful for the massive infrastructural development, enhanced remuneration to both serving and retired fire officers. We shall be most grateful, Honourable Minister, if you could spare time again out of your busy schedule to be here at the Ghana National Fire Service headquarters on an appropriate day to commission the new Operations Center, Forensic Laboratory, and the Frontage Block. We also look forward to the Ministry to fast-track arrangements on the procurement of various appliances and equipment, rapid intervention vehicles, command cars, utility vehicles, firefighting motorbikes, ambulances, and hearses for the service this year. These appliances and equipment will enable the service to replace the aging ones at the fire stations and also open new fire stations to improve upon response time to incidents, which is supposed to be 4 to 5 minutes. The service has acquired lands in all the regions to be able to put up residential and office accommodations for its staff. The lack of residential accommodation affects mobilization of personnel during protracted fires and other related emergencies. Honourable Minister, the service intends to enter into public-private partnership agreements to ensure that various homes across the country are certified, and that project is termed as Dumja. This, we sincerely believe, will enable us drastically reduce and prevent domestic fires, which is our major challenge. I welcome Honourable Minister and encourage all of you once again, and thank you for the time devoted to this maiden visit. Long live the Ghana National Fire Service. Long live Minister of the Interior. Long live Mother Ghana. May God bless us all. See something. Prevent fire. Thank you very much.
Please, we can do it better for the chief officer. That was a very detailed one. Now, we would like to take a rendition from the regimental band. Thank you very much, Regimental Band. This is just to show the Honourable Minister and his entourage what we can do. Anyway, now I would have loved to tell you something very brief about the Honourable Minister, but I understand that he's a father of many, and then he's needed elsewhere. So, with a rousing round of applause, shall we invite him to give us his remarks?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Acting Chief Director, Chief Fire Officer, please permit me to stand in the existing protocol so that we can kill some of the time. Let me thank you sincerely for the warm reception. And also to say on behalf of His Excellency, the President of our country, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and my own self, to sincerely thank you for all the sacrifices that you've been making, stretching your back, breaking your back, with obsolete equipment. You keep doing the very best that you can to protect our country and save our citizens. We are very grateful, and thank you. We all know the Ghana National Fire Service is not just about putting out fire. It's also about rescuing. And you've just shown that it's also about entertainment. So we thank you sincerely for all you've been doing. We are much aware, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is much aware that for some time now, over a decade, you've not received much in terms of tooling the service to be able to perform its function. And his promise to you is that this is second term, it's about living legacy. And he wants to live after these 4 years, knowing very well that he has retooled the Ghana National Fire Service and brought you to the standard to how all of us wish to see you and see you able to operate in a very safe environment and protect life and property in our country. He is willing. He also much aware the infrastructure needs that you require in terms of housing and other equipment to enable you perform your duties. He is very much aware about the welfare issues and the high morale that needs to be in the service so that you'll be able to give out your very best to our dear country. We are very much aware that there can never be economic activities and prosperity if all we do in the morning is to go and work so hard and one day fire gas everything and takes everything away from us. So your role in building our country is so crucial that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama says, I should tell you, he will never forget your sweat, and he believed that your sweat will not go in vain. Having said that, it is the hope of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama that the Minister of Interior will be looking at how technology could help in the work that we do. You are best at your work, and you know the work that you do best. We will welcome any suggestion that will help us to fashion out technology to help reduce the work that you do from being manual, more or less, into automation and making sure that most of the things that you do is under technology. Aside that, we are also looking at possibility of partnership with private organizations, both profit and non-profit, to enhance the work that you are doing, knowing very much that we cannot do it alone. Continual reliance on GOG may continue to hinder us in the progress that we may want to make. So we want to assure you that we will give in our very best. And like I've told the other services, you can count on me to have your back. I will be there to represent His Excellency, and I will give it my very, very best to ensure that none of you is left out. Every one of you matter, your life matter, your health matter, and we can assure you that we will do everything humanly possible to improve the working condition and the condition under which you work, especially insurance on your life and injury when you are hurt. We know. So it is something that we are going to pursue very vigorously to ensure that when you are taking the risk, you know if it becomes necessary, we'll have your back by having insurance that will properly take care of you. All the concern raised by the Chief of Fire Officer is well noted, and definitely we'll take a copy of his speech, and we can assure you that, yes, we know our country is having a lot of economic challenges and crises, but we all know there cannot be economic prosperity if fire will come and gut everything that we have sweated for. So we need to prevent them and make sure that we all stay safe. So I want to thank you sincerely for this time that you've made able to make to welcome me and to spend time to train, especially the gallant men and women who paraded to salute me when I came. I mean, I'm impressed, and thank you very much for what you did. What I can tell you is that this will not be a 9-day wonder. I will make sure that I frequently visit you. At least, even if it is once a year, so that I will see how you are doing and be able to measure the progress that we are making together. You know, it is said, if it cannot be measured, it cannot be achieved. So I will want to pass here at least once every year to see where we are, where we want to be, and see how much progress we are making in our steps towards resetting Ghana and making His Excellency John Dramani Mahama proud, and making the Generality of Ghanaians very proud of us as Ghana National Fire Service. So I thank you for your time and wish you well, and pray that the good Lord save all of us. Thank you very much.
Let's keep doing it for the Honorable Minister. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. Well, it's now time. I know the Honorable Minister is hard pressed for time. I don't know if we could have some 3 members of staff also contribute to this program. So we have the interaction session. We will take 3 contributions or questions. All right. So we can have 3 personnel. Can I see by hand if you'd want to contribute or say something? Well, all right. Please come forward. All right. All right, so we are coming there with the mic. We'll do this very quickly. Kindly make your questions or contributions very short.
Good evening, sir. My question is about we the firemen going on operation, most especially the location. I've once said it before, the directions. When we are going on fire scene, sometimes the address onto that location is very difficult for us. But to improve on our technology, and how are we going to get the facilities for the appliance? Immediately we get into the appliance, we know the exact location where we are going, so that we can make time for the fire. Thank you, sir.
So it's on technology.
Yes, please.
Next, please. All right. The mic is coming to you. We'll do this very quickly. In 5 minutes, we are done with this, or less.
Thank you very much, sir. Honorable Minister, he is a man of his words, and I heard him promising that he's on our back because he's done it before. When we wanted a fire station at the Parliament House, one afternoon we walked to him, we requested, and yes, through him we had a fire station at the Parliament House. So I know he's at our back and he's going to do it. He's a man of his words. So thank you very much. I couldn't have the time to acknowledge what you did for me when I was at the Flagstaff House. Thank you very much.
Good evening, sir.
Have the last and the third and the last one.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Please, Honorable Minister, I would want to find out if we will get your assurance to be able to sue unscrupulous citizens that attack our already insufficient tenders. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. I'm ADO1 Michael Ajeti, Headquarters Substation.
That'll be the final question for the day.
Sir, my question is, the attacks on firemen at firegrounds. We know time memorial, immigration service were not using weapons, they were not tactical. But when the orientation changed, they started using weapons. Would you consider us also going that way? Because the way they attack us at firegrounds, sometimes you call for assistance from our sister services
Can we have some quiet,
and they delay. Or sometimes they stand aloof, looking at the people attacking the firemen and spoiling the fire tenders, which is in handy. So I want to ask, can we change the orientation so that we can also have that kind of training and also be empowered to do arrest? Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Good evening,
the
sir.
final question.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I must say, almost all the questions are intertwined. When I say they are intertwined,
It's about emergencies, and you know, in areas where they have developed their emergency response very well. Once you call for fire, police follows, ambulance follows. The three of them will almost arrive there simultaneously. Why? Because this issue of people attacking, if police are there, they minimize the tendency for people to be able to attack fire officers. If the ambulance is there, if people are injured, they immediately take care of them. So what I will say is that we have a network that gives us over 10,000 locations across the country where we sit the emergency center, which we have at the police and the national security headquarters. Maybe one of the things that I'll be working with the national security and the police is to have a sub at the National Fire Service. But they see almost all the major routes. They can see whatever is happening in almost every location. So that when people call, and let's even assume the address is only nearby, but you are not getting the specific location, because you can view the tender running, you may be able to be communicating with the driver to say that, okay, you are close, is this right to where you are, or it's left to where you are? And that will also enhance, that's what I'm saying, the questions are intertwined. That will also help, because then you can people call to mock you, where they just call and it's just a false alarm. We have almost every number is registered. So if you allow your son or your daughter to use a line to call, we'll make sure that such individuals are prosecuted, so that people will know that you cannot just sit down and call fire service and then laugh over it and get scot free. These are some of the new things that I can assure you that we'll work together with your leadership to ensure that it is there, so that it brings dignity to all of us. So that even when you are stepping out, you are very sure that you are not going to step out risking your life and run into individual citizens who are so reckless that they will even attack you, maybe sometimes to the point of death. We will not tolerate that. And I can assure you that, like I said, I have your back, and we will do that in collaboration with other agencies, security agencies like the police, the Attorney General's office, to ensure that we make sure that those persons are prosecuted with speed. And then we try, since you even have your TV station, the police do have a TV station, we'll popularize it so people will know these are the consequences of attacking the tender or attacking fire officers on their on duty. So these are some of the things that I can assure you will do. Because the address that you are saying, because of the what we call GPS address that we are creating, sometimes even all of us will admit, even when you take Uber and you give him the address, he will get so close, but sometimes they get missing. That's why I'm saying that if we get the national center here monitoring, we are also monitoring, just as the police are monitoring, national security is monitoring. We will collaborate to make sure that these loss are minimized. So I want to thank you sincerely. Like they said, that when your farm is big, you still have to cultivate all of it. The NADMO guys are still waiting. We're anticipating that we're going to leave here by 3:30. But unfortunately, we are still here and they are also waiting. So I want to beg leave of you so that we can run to get to the other end. I can assure you, like I said earlier, this will not just be a one-day activity. I'll make sure that periodically, at least once every year, I come and we'll have this interaction, so I will be measuring how much progress we'll be able to make, things that we say and those that we've been able to do, and what is left, what are the reasons that the things that we promise we'll not be able to make them, or things that we promise, what effort are we making to ensure that it is achieved. I can assure you we'll frequent here so that the interaction will even be more. So those who didn't get the opportunity to ask questions, be rest assured, the next time we are here, you may also get the opportunity to ask questions. So I want to thank you sincerely, Chief Fire Officer, you and your men and women. We are grateful for the warm reception. All of you, we thank you. The band, we like your melody. We thank you sincerely for the good melodies that you've given us since we came here. The cameramen, media men and women, we sincerely thank you for everything that you've done. I will hope that your coverage will reach out, will let a lot of Ghanaians know what Ghana Fire Service is all about and how we can all educate the public to know that they are our friends, they are not our enemies. So the attacks on them should be minimized. I once again thank all of you for this opportunity. May God bless all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. But please, before you take leave of us, we have some small presentation to make to you and your entourage. I would kindly invite the Chief Officer to do a presentation to the Honorable Minister for the Interior, Honorable Alhaji Muntaka Mohammed.
Honorable, this fire extinguisher. Extinguishers are used to fight fire at this early stage. I know someone, when fire broke out, he carried the extinguisher and threw into the fire. But this is good. We have the parts, we have the carrying handle, we have the lever, we have the content, the horn. So we'll demonstrate briefly how to use the extinguisher by using the acronym PASS, P-A-S-S. So when it happens, you pull the pin by twisting, right? You aim the base of the fire, you squeeze and sweep. Then the fire is dealt with. So on behalf of the Chief Officer, I humbly, yes sir, yes sir. So firstly, you pull the pin, aim, squeeze and sweep. Wow. So I respectfully hand over the extinguisher for Chief to hand it over to you as a token. So thank you. So, Honorable, wait a minute. We have two types of the extinguisher, the gas type and the dry powder type. This is a gentle extinguisher that can be installed indoors. Indoors it becomes effective. Even install it closer to the kitchen. When you apply them on edibles, you can eat them. But this one, master extinguisher, effective. You can use it, clear the fire, extinguisher, clear the mess. But then it is very good to use them outdoors, and it's a master extinguisher. So these are two terms. The difference are that this having a horn, this having a tube. But the principle of the usage are the same. So, Honorable Minister, so this is to show our appreciation for your visit. So we decorate you with we are happy. So, Honorable Minister, on that note, we say you can be secured, but not safe. But you can be safe and secured. So when you are with us, you are safe. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister and your entourage. We are grateful to you for spending a lot of time with us in spite of your busy schedule. Thank you so much. May God bless you and grant you journey mercies as you go. Thank you so much, Chief Officer, Management of the Ghana National Fire Service, Deputy Directors, Regional Commanders, men and women of the Ghana National Fire Service. Would like to take a photograph at the Chief Officer's parking lot. So camera guys, kindly rush to the parking lot for us so we can cover this beautiful program. We'll take a quick photograph. The rest of personnel, kindly wait here at the Ashano Hall for a very important message. Kindly wait as our directors and our honorable visitors take leave of us. Kindly stay back at the Ashano Hall for a very important message. Kindly do not exit the hall. Wait here for a very important message. Thank you so much for coming. May God bless us all. All parade contingents, kindly go out and meet the CDI. Parade contingents, kindly go out and meet the CDI.